Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, let's go. This is Smoke the Competition. I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Please give us a follow. Please like and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. You can follow us on Twitter at Sojash Sports. Today's episode, we're hopping right into NFL Week 7. Have a slate of games coming up this weekend. We're going to break down the point spread. I'm going to give you my picks in every game. See if we can win some money. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, dive right into this slate of games. First game we're breaking down today is between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. This is going to be an ugly game, ladies and gentlemen. Both starting quarterbacks are due to miss this game. No Jimmy G, no Justin Fields. So with that said, I'm going with the best player left on the field. That's Davante Adams. This man is an absolute stud. I'm riding with those Raiders, and I'm laying the 2.5 points on the road, boys, to get that victory. Let's go, Davante. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts hosting the Cleveland Browns. This should be a heck of a defensive battle. Cleveland's coming off a massive upset victory over the San Francisco 49ers, and now they're set to get back to Deshaun Watson. On the Indianapolis Colts side, they got a pretty strong front four defense, and then on the other side of the ball, they're led by number 28, Jonathan Taylor. This should be a really tight game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going with the hometown Indianapolis Colts plus 3.5 to keep this game close and maybe even pull out a stunning victory. All right, moving along, we got the Buffalo Bills led by Josh Allen taking on the New England Patriots. This is a battle of AFC East teams. Typically, New England is one of those teams you don't like to go against. Bill Belichick's defense finds ways to take away your favorite options. However, this year's New England Patriots are not that team that we're used to seeing. I'm riding with Buffalo. I'm laying the big line, 7.5 points on the road Buffalo Bills to get this victory. Josh Allen is 5-1 against these Patriots, and I think he's just going to add to that. Look for Buffalo to go 6-1 with another dominant victory. Next game we got is between those Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. This is in the Big Apple. New York is set to host this game. Should be a hell of a showdown between two NFC East teams, both needing to get a win. New York will be shorthanded. Daniel Jones is set to miss his second straight game. That means Tyrod Taylor will start. That also means I'm leaning with the Washington Commanders. I believe their defense is going to get after Tyrod, Sam Howell, and that offense, led by the running attack of Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson, should do enough to put up enough points to hold off those New York Giants. I'm laying the points on Washington on the road. Let's go, Commanders, -3. Let's get that W. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Tampa Bay, take on those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a good old-fashioned showdown between two NFC South teams. Both are looking to ascend to the top of the division and get some separation, give themselves a good shot at the playoffs. With that said, I'm leaning Tampa on this one. The home team should be able to get the victory. I'm laying the 2.5 points on the Buccaneers, led by their Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans. They should be able to win this game. Atlanta has been pretty solid this year. However, they're much different on the road than they are at home, and this is a road challenge for them. Let's go Tampa, get that victory by at least a field goal. All right, the next game we're looking at could easily be the game of the week. We got the Detroit Lions traveling to Baltimore, take on those Baltimore Ravens. I'm leaning Detroit on this one. It's just a gut feeling. This should be a heck of a game, ladies and gentlemen. Detroit's defense has been pretty solid. The offense knows exactly what they are. Jared Goff has the consistency week in and week out to move the ball with this offense. And on the flip side, Lamar Jackson has kind of been up and down with this new offense in Baltimore. This week, they're going against a tough pass rush in Aiden Hutchinson. This kid is phenomenal. See him chasing Lamar all Sunday long and keeping this game close. I'm laying +3 on Detroit to pull off this upset victory. Speaking of upsets, the next game I'm looking at is between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Pittsburgh travels to Los Angeles as 3.5-point underdogs. Should be a tough game. Both teams are kind of the middle of the pack. Rams have been better on offense, and they're finding their way on defense lately. whereas the Steelers have been stuck in mud all season with the offense. However, they are coming off a bye. I'm thinking Matt Canada, Coach Tomlin, and Kenny Pickett got together over the bye week, figured out some ways to move the ball, and they're going to display this coming out against these LA Rams on the road. It's a heck of a game I think we're going to see with the superstar wide receiver George Pickens set to make some big plays. I'm laying the plus 3.5 on the Pittsburgh Steelers. They might even pull this out outright and steal a victory. Next up, we're breaking down this NFC West showdown between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's been pretty solid. The last time we saw them in primetime football, they absolutely demolished the New York Giants. That defense was flying. I believe they had double digits in sacks. They had a pick six by the star corner rookie Devin Witherspoon. So this Seattle Seahawks team is humming. But on the flip side, DJ Metcalf is a game time decision. I believe he's going to miss this game. He's been having some rib injuries. And then the Arizona Cardinals have been a tough team. They've battled every week. They've shown that they aren't just here to give up and fold for Caleb Williams. This team is going to battle, led by Josh Dobbs. So I'm laying the plus 9.5 on these Arizona Cardinals to find a way to keep this game closer than expected. Moving along, we have an old-time rivalry between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. These teams actually played once upon a time in the Super Bowl. Now this is 2023. These teams are heading in completely different directions. The Packers are rebuilding, led by Jordan Love, while the Broncos, they look like they're just struggling with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, pointing fingers and trying to figure out who's doing more wrong. Heading into this game, I'm laying my 1 point on the Green Bay Packers on the road to find a way to get the victory. They should lean heavily on the rushing attack between Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. If they do that, I can see the Packers finding a way to pull out this one on the road over those disastrous Denver Broncos. Next up, we got an AFC West showdown between Justin Herbert and his Los Angeles Chargers when they travel to Kansas City to take on Patrick Mahomes and those Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be a battle, ladies and gentlemen. Every time these two teams meet, doesn't matter what the records are, they go head to head and it ends in some sort of incredible fashion. I see the same thing happening in Week 7. Right now, the Chargers are 5.5 point dogs. I think that's too big of a line. I'm laying the points on the Chargers. They should be able to keep this game within a field goal and might even be able to pull up the upset. So let's ride with the Chargers here. Their offense is potent. If Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa can get to Mahomes, this should be a heck of a game. Yeah, let's jump into this Sunday night matchup in Week 7 where the Miami Dolphins travel to Philadelphia to take on my Philadelphia Eagles. This is going to be a heck of a game, ladies and gentlemen. We got Tua, Waddle, and Tyreek taking on Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. We're going to see some fireworks in this game. I can't wait for it. Sit back, pop some popcorn, and just enjoy the show. Should get a lot of points in this game. Now, in terms of the win, I think it's going to be a hard one to predict. It's pretty much a coin flip for me, but I'm leaning Miami +3 to keep the game close. The Eagles pull out the win. I still think it'll be really close, so I'm going with Miami on the road, +3 on this one. Definitely still cheering for my Eagles. And most of all, cheering for a heck of a game. So let's go. Sunday Night Football. I can't wait. And our last game of the week, set to take place on Monday Night Football between the Minnesota Vikings hosting those San Francisco 49ers. San Fran's coming off their first loss of the year to the Cleveland Browns. They also lost wide receiver Deebo Samuel in that game. He's set to miss another game this week. San Fran's looking to bounce back. I think I'm riding with them on this one. It's a big line, 6.5 points. But I'm laying the 6.5 on San Fran to get the W on the road over those Vikings. They still have Ayuk, who's a stud. Still have Kittle, stud. Christian McCaffrey, superstar. And Brock Purdy delivering the ball. On the other side, San Francisco is going to be going against the Vikings with no Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins in primetime games hasn't been quite reliable. I'm laying the 6.5 points. Let's go San Fran. They should steamroll the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Here's a recap of my Week 7 point spread picks. Let's go. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Give us a follow. Once again, subscribe to the channel. I'm Eric Sojash. Peace, love. Let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, Come back like Weezy, the card 3. Sensation, wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road.